What's up, YouTube? Brett Hoover from Rants here. Alright, so it looks like Disney is going to the extent of having basically a sticker system for their employees to determine the vaccinated from the unvaccinated. This feels kind of strange that a company would go to the trouble of basically distinguishing one group of people from another group of people. So much for inclusion, I guess you could say. That's the way a lot of this feels. Again, you know my stance when it comes to this. I feel like Disney is a hypocrite. I feel like a lot of these stars that come out and just say these like really authoritarian things are hypocrites as well. Again, the way I look at things is you talk with your doctor about your vaccine status, and you go from there. Your choice, your body, your choice. I guess you could say. Maybe that's libertarian in me, but that's where I stand on it. I think that's the right thing to do. Said it a million times on here. I don't think you should listen to any YouTuber. I don't believe you should listen to any star, really anybody. Any star, any athlete, or whatever when they're talking about any of this. I think it's your choice and you make it. But anyways, let's go get into this report. It says the Walt Disney Company will reportedly be rolling out a sticker system on the sets of all its production later this month in an attempt to make it easier to identify those employees who have been vaccinated against the virus from those who have not. That seems like, I just remember going to Disney and them talking about inclusion, but this doesn't feel like inclusion. And you can maybe say, well, it's for a safety protocol, but you are literally targeting people out. You are saying these people are potentially dangerous while these people are good. Is that really where we're going with this? Is this really the way a company should be acting in any way? It's one thing if you want to mandate, vaccine status, but to actually go to the trouble of saying, you know what, we're actually going to make a sticker system and we're going to tell those the people that go to their parks who could be potentially dangerous and who is not. You can just think of the ridicule that a lot of these people are going to get. It's going to be terrible for basically the unvaccinated to work there under that system. Like I said, mandating it is even a better idea. I think it's a terrible idea, but I think it's even a better idea than creating a sticker system. You're basically saying, you know what, these people are going to be harassed, and we're fine with that. We want you. We want the people at the parks to harass them, especially it being like, take California for instance. They just elected Newsom in a lot of ways, and they're all for that. So you can imagine what they're going to be when it comes to the people whose vaccination status they disagree with. There's going to be a lot of dangerous situations that's going to be at this park, and that's really shameful on Disney's part that they would ever exclude somebody in the world of inclusion. Which is Disney in itself, which they will literally make you sick with how much they are trying to tell you that they are including, that they're a world of inclusion, which was, I thought, kind of ironic, because when I took my son there, I didn't feel like my son was very included into anything, because most of the park was actually set up for girls in a lot of ways. That's who they seemed like they were gearing it up for. And my son didn't really feel that included. So I don't know. But let's continue on reading. It says, as reported by entertainment media outlet The Hollywood Reporter, Disney will begin rolling out a sticker system on all of its new productions in mid-October that requires visible proof of vaccination status as stipulated in a return to work agreement between PTP, Alliance of Motion Pictures and Television Producers, and Hollywood unions. The media outlet further specifies that this new measure will only be applied to employees working in Zone A, which consists of actors and anyone who comes into close proximity with them, which that's going to be bad, who have already been vaccinated against the virus. While those who have made the decision to pass on the vaccine due to either health issues or religious beliefs will reportedly not be required to engage in this new and segregating sticker system. And that's basically what it is. That's segregating. It really truly is. And, and which is going to be kind of ironic because there's going to be a lot of people of color that are going to be on the side of not being vaxxed. So the idea that they're actually excluding them in this way and I would go so far as say denigrating them, or allowing others to do that, which there's going to be a lot of park attendees that are actually going to do that. You could probably make a case that's a little bit racist in a lot of ways. Definitely goes against what America is really supposed to stand for. It says, in August of this year, the Service Trade Council Union, Walt Disney World's largest union of employees, agreed to adopt a vaccine mandate that would require all members of the House of Mouse's Florida theme park to show proof of vaccination. The official agreement stipulated that Walt Disney World will require all active employees whose duties include working on site to be fully vaccinated by October 22nd, 2021, and noted that the decision was made following recommendations of scientists, local, state, and federal health officials, and the company's own medical professionals that work on the vaccines provide the best protection against severe infection. While THR does not specify when the new sticker system will officially become mandatory, only suggesting that it may happen at some point mid-October. It would be fair to speculate that it will also be rolling out on October the 22nd. Preceding Walt Disney World's decision to require all employees to show proof of vaccination was Netflix, who previously became the first major studio to implement mandatory on-set vaccination requirements, also to employees working in Zone A. Yet, unlike Disney, Netflix was reportedly looking to make some exceptions that apply to series and films that are already in production before the vaccine mandate is implemented. However, Deadline also reported that Netflix was further seeking to expand the vaccination requirements beyond Zone A. Now, the only reason why I could think that that Disney would be, or was it Netflix? Unlike Disney, Netflix was reported looking to make some exceptions. Why are they making some exceptions? It's probably because they can't find people to do it, or it's hindering them because of self-inflicted policies in a lot of ways. So yeah, it's their own fault. That's the reason why they're somewhat being lenient and making exceptions to this rule, simply because they know at the end of the day it might appeal to the right people that they are trying to appeal to, but it's not good business. It says, what do you make of the Walt Disney sticker implementing? And it just goes on to state, it feels a little prejudiced. Not gonna lie, it feels more than a little. It feels a lot like prejudice. It feels a lot sort of like segregating people and ridiculing people at the same time. Which, of course, we've here on Rants or as we've talked about, people, harassing people who are condemning people who decide for one reason or another not to get it. And again, it all comes down to, if their religious affiliation doesn't allow them to, or for some medical condition does not allow them to. I feel like there needs to be exceptions to this rule, and apparently everybody's just getting lumped on into this, which is really unfair. Not right by Disney, not right really by anybody. Again, I think that should be a personal choice. I think that's a choice you need to make with your doctor, and no star, like I said, no athlete or no business really has a right to do this. Of course, they're going to make it a right. But that making it a right doesn't make it right. That's my view on it. Guys, let me know what y'all think down below. This really kind of makes me not want to go to Disney. It seems like a very degrading place. It really does. Seems like a degrading place. It seems like a place that is not the happiest place on earth. Sounds like a place full of, like I said, segregation, ridicule, and a bunch of other little things that they're doing that just doesn't make me feel welcome there. Now, that doesn't really have much to do when it comes to, well, my personal views when it comes to, the vaccine or not. To me, I think it's perfectly safe. And that, if you can get it, get it. But again, that's your choice. That's between you and your doctor. I feel like Disney needs to respect that choice in a lot of ways, and maybe not clump everybody together. If you have a medical issue of reason why you can't get it, you shouldn't lose your job over this. And Disney should not decide to basically put you in a certain place where that you're going to be ridiculed by people that are going to come to the park because of the sticker that you have showing that you are unvaccinated if you don't get it because of medical reasons. I mean, that's unfair to ridicule. It's unfair to ridicule anybody, but it's really unfair to ridicule and to clump everybody into this load of conspiracy theorists and all this other stuff. A lot of people have good reasons for why they do things. A lot of people have consulted with their doctors, and you let the doctor, them and the doctor decide. That's just my personal belief on it. So I feel like, Disney is no longer the happiest place on earth. It is a bad place that I will never go again. But anyways, guys, let me know what y'all think. Does this change y'all's mind on whether or not you would like to go to any of these Disney theme parks? Do you feel like it's right what they're doing to their employees? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Y'all take care.